Well, when you think of the FA Cup, you think of ties like this one. Rochdale taking on Tottenham. It's 4 o'clock on Sunday at Spotland on a brand new laid pitch, because we saw all the pictures from the last round. Don McGuinness is alongside me. That pitch, though, it might be relayed. It's not going to be ready, though, is it?
You know, Spotland's on Sandy Lane, and there was all that talk at the Millwall game about the sandy pitch. So, yeah, the best efforts made by the club to try and get things right. But, you know, pitches need to bed in usually, don't they? That's why they're done pre-season. And I think well, we wait and see what it's going to be like. And I think that obviously lots has been said about that. But Pochettino and his men, they've got to deal with that. That's what it's all about, the FA Cup. We like all this business. There has to be a leveller. If the pitches are leveller, great. If we're going to see, you know, a Rochdale side compete, they've lost 5 in the last 6. They're in awful form in League One. You know, it's been very, very hard going for them. Bottom as well. And Spurs, with what they did to Juventus after 2-0 down, to come back and do that to a Juventus side that hadn't conceded more than 1 goal, I think, in 16 or something daft. So Spurs, very, very much in form. You could argue they're the second best side in England at the moment. You fear for Rochdale. Can the pitch bring Spurs down a bit? Will Pochettino make any really too many key changes? What's really good about Spurs, though, as well, is that their away allocation of 3,500 was snapped up straight away. So there's going to be a sellout just over 10,000 at Spotland. You know, Spurs fans showing that they buy into this, which is great. And I think their side will make fairly light work of Rochdale. I hope it's more competitive than I expect. I hope Rochdale get a goal. I hope the fans have a great day, but I think it's probably three goals for Spurs, 3 cushion.
How much is there a danger of this, perhaps, though, being after the Lord Mayor's show? We saw it, didn't we, with Liverpool when they've gone on to, you know, beat Man City, then lose to Swansea. You know, a few of the players will be on a high and thinking, well, it's just Rochdale. Yeah,
but they're not in the quarterfinals of the Champions League yet. Obviously, they've got Juventus to come to Wembley. That's a tricky game on its own right. So that's not over. They did brilliantly doing what they did, but it's not over. And this is the chance to get into the quarterfinal of the FA Cup. So to have 2 cup competitions, to be alive in both, let's face it, we know where the league title is going and everyone else is scratching around for Champions League qualification places. Spurs have to go for 2 cups now. They're good enough to do that. So I think they will go strong and put Dale to the sword. Yeah, it should be quite straightforward, shouldn't it, for Tottenham then going to Spotland, dodgy pitch or not. 4 o'clock on Sunday in the FA Cup.